Rob Ward began climbing in 1969 when he was just 16 years old. Climbing was easy back then, he tells me. You just went out and did it. There was no training, no equipment, no regulation, and travel was simple, you just hitched everywhere. His gear was often inadequate, old hemp waistbands and a few nuts and slings to keep him safe as he struggled his way up the huge rock outcrops found all around Wales. We were happy at our limits, he tells me, and happy just climbing. As a climber myself, about the same age Rob was when he went on his first trip to the Alps, his accomplishments back then seem so amazing to me now, so far removed from the ways of today. I climb in a world governed by safety with all the latest protectable gadgets, by training where the climbers pushes themselves indoors to accomplish spectacular feats outside, and by regulation over what is and what isn't an ethically pure ascent. But back then, they didn't have any of these restrictions. They just climbed and got on with it. Nothing holding them back except themselves. 34 years later, Rob returned to the Alps, once more amongst the towering peaks remembered from his youth. What is it about climbing that can completely consume a person's life? You have to remember, Rob tries to explain, climbing was a release. It was the first time as a 16-year-old youth you were considered an adult by your climbing peers. Climbing made you equals, and important, dealing with issues of life and death. Looking back, he asks himself, what's changed? Well, everything and nothing is his answer. And I can only agree. There is a great gulf of time that separates Rob and I, a vast sea of change to the climbing world we both immersed ourselves so obsessively in. But looking at Rob's old photos and listening to his energetic tales, I could see past this immeasurable divide of time and culture, and what I saw was a passionate youth burning with a desire to accomplish something brilliant, something meaningful, something important. What I really saw was myself.